James for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to come on here and address this because I've pretty much said this before, but I wanted to get a little bit more in depth because I feel like this is a narrative that's being spread. I've heard people talking about this, and like Naoya Inoue, one of the best fighters in the world, future Hall of Famer. He's supposed to fight Sam Goodman in December, right? And for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think his run at 122 is coming to a screeching halt because he's cleaned out the whole division. There's not really much more people for him to fight, if anybody to fight. If he beats Goodman, he's effectively cleaned out the division. Now, to that, the rebuttal from certain people might be, well, no, BT, not so fast. Not Inoue, the monster, he's got a mandatory due, and that's his WBA mandatory, and it comes in the form of Murodjon Akhmadaliev. And you see, BT, Naoya Inoue has to fight Murodjon Akhmadaliev because if not, then that means Inoue is ducking Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Now, listen, speaking as somebody, I'm someone that regularly goes to bat for, mandatory challengers that don't get a fair shake in boxing a lot. One of the things that pisses me off the most in boxing these days is the devaluation of mandatory challenges, right? So most, like 99% of the time, I'm always gonna go to bat for the mandatory challenges. But of course, there are always exceptions to the rules, and this is a case where this is an exception to the rule because really and truthfully, look, Murodjon Akhmadaliev, he's someone that I've always thought, just as far as his ability is concerned, he's a good fighter. Of course, he was unified champion. He can punch, has good boxing ability. But I've always thought Murodjon Akhmadaliev was overrated, always. And even regardless of opinion of his skill set, let's just call it for what it is. He hasn't really done a whole lot since he lost the title to Murodjon Akhmadaliev. He did fight Kevin Gonzalez. Maybe he had a fight after that, but I can't remember because his fights to me aren't too memorable. So you guys can tell me in the comments below. Has he fought since Kevin Gonzalez? Because I'm not even gonna go check. I'll let you guys tell me. But if he has fought, it hasn't been against anybody significant. Like he hasn't fought Marlon Tapales in a rematch. He hasn't fought Sam Goodman. He hasn't fought Neri. Like he ain't fought none of the other top contenders for me to even remember his fight. And I just think, look, one time, you may be able to avoid one opponent, but Murodjon Akhmadaliev has had so many chances and so many instances in his career where he was avoiding fighters. Like, let's just go down the list, right? Let's really dig our teeth and let's go down the list, right? So, a long time ago when Rais Salim, like 3 years ago, when Rais Salim was getting ready to fight Vic Pasillas, and his name had some buzz around it in the 122 division, he was calling out. He was calling out Murodjon like crazy. He wanted to fight him. He was a top contender. Murodjon never wanted to fight him. Murodjon never looked to fight Rais Salim. In fact, he refused to fight Rais Salim. So guess what? Sam Goodman later on went down. He went on to fight Rais Salim. And guess what? Sam Goodman's not fighting anyway. So that's strike one, right? So that's just strike one. Strike two, and I talked about this many times, he had a chance to unify the division with Stephen Fulton before Inoue even got to featherweight. And did he choose to do that? No, he did not. He didn't try to go undisputed with Fulton. He didn't try to cement himself as the guy in the division before Inoue got there with Fulton. So that was strike two, right? That was strike two, all right? And strike three for Murodjon Akhmadaliev is, he beat Danny Armand in a very close fight, a hotly contested fight. I was there. It was in Miami. It was Super Bowl weekend 2020, Matchroom show. And he won a very close fight against Danny Armand. Did he try to oblige and give Danny Armand a rematch? No, he did not. So he never fought Rais Salim. He never fought Stephen Fulton for all the titles. And he never tried to give a fair and just rematch to Danny Armand. But then some people out there, weirdos out in the world, y'all want Naoya Inoue to bend over backwards and give him an opportunity for the biggest payday of his career. When really and truthfully, he hasn't done anything recently to try to, really cement himself to get that shot. And now, just going by past records, he's been resting on his laurels for a long time, avoiding top competition. Rais Salim, Stephen Fulton, Danny Armand rematch. I mean, this guy may have been a champion, And, you know, he's definitely had the ability to obtain that, but I don't think he really behaved like a champion, and he hasn't really done a whole lot since. So my thing is, if he really wanted to fight Inoue, if it was really something that he was interested in doing, he would fight another top contender. He would try to put his foot on the gas and fight one of the other top guys in the top 5. You know, do something. But no, he sits there because the WBA gifted him a mandatory position that he did not earn. You know, the Kevin Gonzalez fight shouldn't have been enough to warrant a mandatory spot. And I've been saying that for a long time. And you know, I really hope that Inoue never gives him a chance to fight, because unless, of course, he beats someone with the name, then we can have that talk and we could revisit that. But so many guys' careers got stalled out because of Murodjon. Stephen Fulton's career for a period of time, he lost some momentum. He got stalled out. Raif Salim's career for a period of time lost some momentum, got stalled out. Danny Armand was never given a fair and just rematch when you know, the favorite was never returned, and it was a very, very close fight that many people actually thought Roman won. So this is one of the few times where I'll say, look, if the WBA wants to strip Inoue, they can strip him. You know, it's fair and just. You know, this guy is a mandatory challenger, but I don't think Inoue should give him the satisfaction nor the opportunity to fight, because so many other guys didn't get a chance to progress their careers because of Murodjon Akhmadaliev. This division got held and put in a cobra clutch because of Murodjon Akhmadaliev. This guy, I think, is a good fighter, but I don't want to place all the blame on him. Maybe it's not his fault, but whoever manages him, it's their fault. It's their fault, because they get sat there and they waited and here he is. Now look at him. You know, now all the guys Murodjon Akhmadaliev ducked. Like Raif Salim, he didn't want to fight him, so guess what? The guy that did fight him, Sangoon, beat Raif Salim. He got the Inoue fight. He didn't want to fight Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton got the Inoue fight. You know, Stephen Fulton fought Danny Armand. He got the Inoue fight. So my thing is, he didn't do what was needed, and he's complaining and whining, but he needs to take some of that effort and that energy and put it into, like, you know, productive fights against top contenders. I don't give a damn about your mandatory spot at the WBA. You didn't earn it. Kevin Gonzalez is not worthy of getting an Inoue fight, and that's just the truth. So, look, that's what it is. Much respect to Murodjon as a fighter. I got nothing against him as a fighter. But in terms of how he's been moved, how he's been managed or mismanaged, not a fan of it. And I don't like what he's done to the division over the years. And I'm letting it be known again. My updated thoughts on this are being known again, because he is the mandatory challenger. And I do see people on Twitter saying, oh, Inoue has to fight Murodjon. No, he doesn't. Murodjon don't got no fan base like that. Murodjon is not going to beat Inoue. Murodjon ducked every fighter that Inoue has fought recently, like Sam Goodman, like Stephen Fulton, you know. So why should he get the opportunity? Go earn it, you know. They're telling my boy Angelo to go earn the fight, and we're going to, but like, same thing applies to him. Go earn the big payday. Don't just sit there and with your hand out, you know. But that's what I wanted to say. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Best wishes to Murodjon. Hopefully he fights someone worth a damn soon and does what he can to get the big fight with Inoue. But until then, I'm going to keep the same energy the way I've been keeping it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.